Good afternoon, beloved. It's been a few weeks, I think, since I've done any of these live videos, but we've got some major changes coming in this week. And so in addition to what we sent paper copies of about our procedures for reopening in-person worship, I wanted to just kind of go over a few things as both a reminder and just to get yourself prepared for it. Real mixed feelings about opening because we know that it could, that things could still arise, and as always, whatever our local and state government says, if we need to reclose, we will be doing that. A couple other things before you think about coming. One is, if you're not feeling well, please stay home, take care of yourself and others. Also, if you're not yet comfortable in coming, please, 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 please do not feel guilty or feel pressured to come to worship. We all want to be back together, but the reality of it is a little more daunting, and if you're not ready to do that, don't. We are still doing online worship. We will be continuing that for the foreseeable future, even after post-pandemic. We will continue to do online, so not to worry, you won't miss out. It is always good to be able to see one another in person and not just this way, but please do take the precautions and do what you feel comfortable in doing. Do not, again, feel pressured to come. We are requiring that all people wear masks when they come. I know most of us, I keep a couple different ones in my car, so I always have them in hand, but sometimes you forget. Maybe you took them inside to get them washed or something and you don't have it with you, but not to worry. We do have extras, thanks to Ursula, who made a whole bunch of extra masks for us. You will be able to get one from the church, and that will be yours to keep. Don't give it back. But as you come in, please make sure you are wearing a mask. The doors, hopefully, if the weather's permitting, will be open so you can just come straight in and not worry about handling anything. But we will have hand sanitizer right there by the entranceways for you to use right away, as well as some little, actually, lens wipes, which are mostly alcohol, that we will have available for people to use as well. There will be a check-in for people as they're coming in. It just has the last name of the household, and we just need to check that you were there on any particular date. Someone will be doing that as folks come in, so please do check in with that person. We're asking our ushers to help with seating people, mainly because there are designated places where people can sit, and depending, if it's just one person at a time, that's easy to do. But if families come, which we always like to see our families together, we may need to shift people. So you will not very likely be able to sit in your normal spot, but that's for the time being while this is all going on. But also know if you do sit someplace, we may also have to move you depending on how things go. So we're asking folks to also come a little early. Don't come at the last minute, because that makes things a little more confusing for us, but please do come early so that we can help arrange people. You'll need to wear your mask the entire time. I know that can be hard for folks, and to keep it over your nose as well as your mouth. Putting it just over your mouth, there's still droplets that can come out of your nose, whether you're sneezing or not. I found even with glasses that sometimes my glasses fog up. If I put it right up close, as high up under my glasses as I can, firm against my face, they don't fog quite as much. But I know that that's also a problem. For worship, we will not, and this is really hard for me, we will not be singing. There will be music. We'll have prelude, and we'll be playing some of the music to the hymns, but we won't be singing with the hymns. We'll be using some of the words as kind of a litany as a part of that, and we'll have the words to the hymns in the bulletin so that you may also use that as a kind of a devotional guide. Sometimes we don't always pay attention to what we're saying when we're singing something, so this is actually could be a good thing. Help us hear the composer's words a little bit differently as we do speak them. For this first week, we're not going to have communion this week, but we will hopefully in the next week or so. I thought with so many different changes going on to try to figure out the logistics of giving out communion, which will be only wafers only when we do that, is a little much. So we'll probably wait a week or two, but we'll go over that as well. Also, things like passing the peace, we'll be doing peace signs, or if you come up with other signs that we can use to pass the peace, waving at each other across the way. We won't be doing give me your hand, unfortunately. We can't give each other our hands. So those pieces will be much different. The offering plate will be by the entranceway, so you can place any physical offerings there. As always, you can always give online or mail it into the church office so that we can get it at any point. I know we're heading into summer, which tends to be lower time for us in terms of offerings coming in, but if you can help us through this time, that would be helpful. When we get time to leave, I know it's really tempting because it'll be so good to see everyone. It'll be really tempting to spend time lingering. You can't just leave your pew by yourself. We're going to have the ushers dismiss from the back forward so that people will leave and keep that distance between you so that as we go. And so just head straight out of the building to not linger if you can help it. If you do linger, keep your mask on, keep 6 feet apart. I know we kind of gravitate towards each other, so it's going to be really, really difficult. People may need to remind me as well to like, pastor, back off, because we want to be close to one another. It's a lot of changes. It's so much different than the way we want it to be. But for now, and hopefully we don't know how long, but for now, this is what we're going to have to do. In order to be together in person, we have to keep these precautions because we don't want to be the source of an outbreak, well, certainly, but we don't want to have anybody get sick because we know not just, even if you don't get it really badly, it can still have some long-term effects they're beginning to find, particularly with breathing. So there's still so much we don't know about this disease. And so we want to take the precautions now so we don't regret it, so that we're not the cause of harm later. So just a reminder about that. We did send out the procedures. It is on our website. It will include it as well. We'll be once again emailing out our bulletin. We will have physical bulletins in the pews for people. Ushers will not be handing them out. They'll be in the pews in the designated places. And you are to either keep those or we'll have a recycle bin where you can just drop it in, but we won't be reusing them. So lots of those things we're all figuring it out. We're all trying to figure it out. If you have other suggestions, please let us know. We don't quite yet have the touchless hand sanitizers, but because they're on back order, but we hopefully will get those soon. I think those are the main things. So please do take the opportunity to read through and understand the precautions that we're taking. But as always, if you don't feel ready to come, you don't have to come, but do join us always online. We will continue to do Facebook Live for worship as well as on YouTube. And just another quick thing, if you didn't see it yet, we thank Lorna O'Hanlon. She finally got all of our stuff in. It was taking so long because of us, partially me, about getting all our stuff in for the Essential Pets of Trinity. And so that's up. It's on our Facebook page. I put a link there, but it's also now up on our YouTube page, so you can watch that as well and see some of our pets. If you did not get a chance to submit your pet photo or video, include the picture there in the comments and let us see some of the other folks' pets as well, and why, maybe even say why they're essential to you. So hopefully you're having a good day. It's not rained yet today, even though it said it was going to, but we hope to see you in person or online on Sunday. So have a blessed day. Take care.